Bowls buddies, hello! Merry Christmas Eve, my favouriteest day of the year. Don't know why, just always has been. Welcome to the last episode this year of AC, that's me talking bowls. Thank you for joining me on what is going to be, this is as festive as I get, so this will be the Christmas episode. I probably won't mention Christmas again, but I've put a hat on, so all's good and well in the world. I hope you're all safe and sound and all looking forward to having some turkey and stuff on Christmas Day. I'm having meat and potato pie. I don't do Christmas anymore, so enjoy and yeah, something to look forward to at these horrible times. First of all, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget, if you enjoy these videos, please hit that like button, and if you're not already a Bowls buddy and a member of this wonderful community, please hit the subscribe button. It's absolutely free of charge, and don't forget to hit the notification bell for notifications of new content on the channel. Excellent. Guys, it's been a great year. Not in general, I meant for the channel. It started off as something just to occupy my time during lockdown, and it's done its job. It's kept me sane. It's got me through some very difficult times, and I think I've kept you entertained. I think I've got a core of fans that represents about 1% of the bowling population, and as much as I love entertaining you, I wish I could get to even more people, and that's where I need your help. I need you bowlers out there to tell your friends, to share these videos on social media, tell your club mates, not just for these videos where I'm talking and spouting and all the rest of it, but just for the bowling videos that are on the channel. I originally put them on YouTube so that they would be there forever for anyone to watch, free of charge, and I think as an archiving project, I think I've done okay. I'm still on the lookout for more videos and more things to upload. Hopefully Roger Morgan's got a few CDs with videos from the Bassmasters in the early 80s coming my way. Fingers crossed it gets here through the Christmas post. And I got a comment on one of the videos earlier today which really made it worthwhile. It was from Norman Fletcher's grandson, who basically was saying how wonderful it was to see his granddad. As we know, Norman passed away 3 years ago with dementia, and his grandson, I think he was called Luke, was saying how wonderful it was to hear him talk and watch him play. And that's the sort of thing I hope these videos, not these videos, but the bowling videos that I put on would be there for people to reminisce about people that may not be with us anymore. So that has made it all worthwhile, really. Yeah, it was a nice comment, and hopefully a few more people have got something out of the videos that I've put on. Anyway, enough of me getting all emotional. Guess what I did on Sunday? Yeah, that's right, I didn't take my camera to the Griffin. It's a long story, but my day started at 7:30. As a favour for somebody, I went to Manchester to collect a Scarifier took it back to Huddersfield to Crossland Moor, managed to fall over a concrete bollard and injure my leg and my shoulder and everything else. Then go to the Griffin and try and play bowls, and I managed to get 2 games in and once again lost in the semi-final, as I always tend to do, to this time Nicky White, who gave me an absolute trouncing because I refused to pass the jack. And as we know, you can't win if you don't reach. So yeah, I lost out in the semi-final, and Nicky then lost a good game actually. There was a big turning point when Nicky was 14-11 up with Ray Whitwam in the final. Line 2, Ray chanced his arm, ran the jack, countered the end and played well from then on in the corners and didn't give Nicky a lot of chance, and Ray won 21-18, so well done Ray Whitwam. All good stuff. I'll be back at the Griffin on Boxing Day for the normal Boxing Day festivities. I don't know if I'm taking my camera or not. Knowing me, I'll end up breaking it or something, I don't know, I'll see. And then there again the next day for the first qualifiers of the Rose Bowl, 31 up. Some of them got 3 games, 9:30 start, wow, that's gonna take some getting up. And that's all I know about really when it comes to bowls. I've not seen a lot of things advertised. I've not heard anything. I've not seen anything because, you know, nothing happens at this time of year. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to dig into the comments and talk you through a few things, I guess, and maybe answer a few questions.
Comment Corner.
Okay, if you remember, I was talking about the attempts to get Crying Green Bowls onto the school curriculum and how difficult, or the perceived, as I see it, the perceived problems that there could be. And I've had quite a few getting in touch, quite a few people. Brian Wilson, as far as schools go, could it not be run in the summer months as an after school activity like cricket or football? You could even have a schools league, which in itself may create interest for the kids. I think I answered that one on last Friday. I think once you get it after school, it's not really part of school, it's extracurricular, and it loses some of the impact. And if you don't actually make kids try it, they're probably not going to do. Eric Holmes, isn't this issue of Crying Green Bowls in schools something that the BCJ should be looking at with local authorities should they wish to be progressing the game? And I think that's what they're trying to do with Lancashire Education Authority. I don't know how far they've got with it, only time will tell, but hopefully, you know, they will get somewhere with it, and hopefully that that they'll manage to achieve the goal of getting bowls played in schools or greens near to schools. Ian Thompson commented, I am the chairman of Brooklands Bowling Club in Sale, very nice green, played there a few years ago. Some years ago we tried to get schools in the area involved in Crying Green Bowls by offering coaching sessions. We mailed 5 schools and didn't get 1 response. This gives you an idea of what we are up against. I think we need to get more promotion from the BCGBA to increase awareness. Yeah, absolutely. And to be fair to the BCGBA, I do criticise them quite a lot on here. They are trying to do something, so that's good, but they really need to impress on schools that Crying Green Bowls is an absolutely ideal game for all kids, all abilities, all age groups, all types of fitness, all body shapes. There's no one that cannot play Crying Green Bowls, even if they've even got contraptions now if you don't have an arm, that, you know, it's an artificial aid for people with no arms. It's a totally inclusive sport, one of the very, very few that there is, and that is its massive selling point when it comes to schools. I got a message from Matty Stewart, the lad from Cumbria, very good player, telling me about a success story from up there, and he says my club, Home Bowling Club, have had Cran Green Bowls on the curriculum for at least the last 15 years. The year sixers, which is last year of primary school, play for an hour every week. Works great, and most of our members in our first team started at school, and each one of us has played for Cumbria at least once from the current first team. That is an incredible success story, and shows that, you know, bowls can be played by young people, can be enjoyed, and it will keep them, what's the word? Do you know, me and my brain. It will keep them involved in the game and progress on to bigger and better things. And he went on to say that Home Bowling Club provide all the equipment, and the members volunteer to provide the coaching, all for free. The green is very close to the school. They have a summer slot of around 10 weeks, just like they would with football, cricket, etc. Would be great to get 2 schools in close proximity to get it up and running. Then you could begin inter-schools comps, etc. A bit of good press, local papers, results and student feedback showing it helps life skills, and that could intrigue other schools and clubs. And I think that is really, really important. It does help with the life skills, talking to people. I know it sounds stupid, but there's kids at school, they don't really know how to interact with other people. It's not something that they've been shown or taught, or it's not really done at home. Kids in schools these days come from all sorts of backgrounds. However we may have been brought up might be completely different to how it's done nowadays in certain areas, in certain homes. You know, families aren't 2 parents, 2 kids anymore. It's not like that. And just interacting with people, being a captain of a team can give you that responsibility that will bring out certain qualities in young people. And those are the things that we really could focus on. It really is, when you go into it, when you go into Cran Green Bowls and what it can offer, it has so much for young people. And hopefully, if it gets the young people involved, it gets the parents involved, and all the clubs prosper, which is what we want. We want more people playing the game, clubs staying open, greens staying open, and that at the end of the day is what we all need to happen. Personally, I also think there needs to be a presence on television, social media, all the rest of it. Without them knowing about the game, kids can't play it. So if they're not seeing it at school, they're not seeing it on telly, they're not seeing it on social media, they'll never ever know it exists and give it a go. So there we go. I think that's all I am going to say about schools and Cran Green Bowls, because, well, yeah. Stephen Howarth, my friend from Gag Hills, who won the bowls, if you remember, all those months ago. Good programme. Very few people now play any competitive sport, i.e. football or cricket, in their 20s, never mind into their 30s, when you had to decide whether to play golf or bowls if you wanted to carry on playing competitive sport into your later years. We are not getting that age group trying the sport anymore. Absolutely right. I was thinking about this the other day. We're not only are the 30s, 40s age group not taking up bowls, the younger people, there isn't the local football leagues, there isn't the local cricket leagues. There might be pool, darts, that sort of thing, but people aren't doing those team activities anymore, not to the same level as they were 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. Men especially like to go to the gym. I'm generalising, of course, but there's more people going to the gym, there's more people playing games like poker. They don't play the team games anymore, the competitive things that they used to do on the weekends and midweek. Everything's a bit more insular now. You know, going to the gym, doing your weights 3 times a week, that's people's exercise, that's people's hobbies, pastimes, what have you. It is what it is. I don't know how you change that, if that's just how things seem to be going. I know locally there used to be a massive netball league. Girls obviously wanted to carry on playing netball, and I remember driving past our local sports centre and it was heaving, absolutely heaving. I think it was Tuesday night, there must have been hundreds of women playing netball. I don't think that is happening anymore either. I know it still goes on, but not to that level. And I just think it's a problem that all sports are suffering. I just think that we've got age groups that don't want to play that competitive team game anymore. Maybe. Is that because they stopped doing it in schools about 20, 30 years ago? Competitive sport was seen to be bad and everyone had to be a winner. Is this the knock-on effect? I don't know. If you have any comments, comment below. Let me know what you think. Wayne Mosley. I was talking about declining numbers in the Huddersfield competitions, and he said the Mugs Merit, or the non-winners competition, probably gets the most entries out of all the competitions. It is handicapped depending on which league you play in. I think it's still played in memory of Mad Jack Bergin, one of my teammates from Lockwood who died a few years ago now. He was a great player and a right character. Yeah, I've been to the final day of that, and arguably it gets the biggest attendance, the most entries, and a lot of interest as well. It's amazing how many good players haven't actually won anything above club level. Very interesting. And they call it the Mugs, mate. I think that's a bit harsh. Like I say, there's some very good players that haven't won any open comps, but those guys also need to enter the other comps to maybe get better, improve, and have a chance of winning another competition. You know, that's the way I see it. I always want to play at the highest level I can, and that's the only way, in my opinion, you get better, by learning from your losses and sometimes from your wins. So the next message was from an old pal of mine, Graham Hickey, the crook from Halifax. Hi Andy, and I do watch your show. Yes, good, excellent, I'm glad you do. What is the best game of bowls you've ever seen and the best game of bowls you've ever been involved in? Well, the two best games of bowls that I've ever seen, and they spring to mind automatically. There's one that I watched on television in 1987, the Crown Challenge from Martin Institute, Brian Duncan versus Noel Burrows. Absolutely fantastic game, close bowling, controversy, striking, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It's on the channel, search for 1987 Crown Challenge, and I think there's 3 clips of games, it's about 1 hour and 40 long. It's on there somewhere. Fantastic. And I think the game that everyone really says is the standout game, and it is for me too, and I had the absolute pleasure of commentating on the game, and it was Callum Raitt versus Greg Smith in the Champion of Champions, which again is on this channel if you search for it, and it's just from start to finish there's all sorts going on. The bowling's good, the striking's good, the interaction between the players is interesting, dancing, all sorts going on, and for me that is, you know, as good a game as you'll see from start to finish, and it's over 1 hour long as well. I don't know how they just kept it up for that long. The best game of bowls I've ever been involved in, well, that's a tricky one, because it depends on many things. It depends on what was it? Was it a league game? Was it a final of something? Was it a county final? What was at stake? And I think the best game I've ever played, in how close I've put balls and how well I've played, and whether anyone would have beat me that day, was a county game versus Warwick and Worcester, and we played on the British Oak pub, and I was playing for Greater Manchester. We weren't really favourites that day for some reason. I can't just remember what went on, and I played Peter Davenport in the first 4, and I just absolutely wrapped it from end 1. Played absolutely as well as I can play, and I won 21-3, and even with that we weren't favourites, and it took a massive turnaround for us to win the game. But yeah, that was as well as I've ever played. I think I've been close. I've played in an awful lot of good games, tense games, dramatic games, but I've never ever played as well as that again. Played in a few county finals now, and there was a Flying Horse at Ossett. I think it was the first time we'd played them, Greater Manchester, Yorkshire. Might have been 1999, and we eventually won the game by 1. And I played Mick Robinson that day, and I managed to win 21-20. And when at the end of 24 games, when you win by 1, you think, good job I didn't lose by 1, isn't it? So that was a good dramatic game. That was a lot of tension there. That was as good a county final as I've ever seen. That in fact, I don't recall a county final being that close since, to be honest. But there you go, that's my thoughts on that. And I think that is about all I've got to say at the minute. It was Lucas Fletcher, not Luke. Lucas Fletcher. Sorry, Lucas. But thank you for the comment, and I hope you've seen my reply, and I hope you find some more videos on the channel. So I'm not going to say a lot more. That's about it. As I say, it's been a strange year. It's been a good year for this channel. It's been a good year for me doing this. It's helped me really focus on something and get me through what has really been a horrible year. I think we can all agree on that. I'm trying to take some positives by saying it's been a good year for the channel, but it's only happened because I haven't been able to do anything else really, and this was a way of focusing on something positive rather than keeping the negativity in my mind. Thank you for all the likes, all the hours of watching that you've done, all the comments that you've left. I really do enjoy reading them, and I do try and reply to all of them, if not in writing, actually on YouTube, or if you email me, then I try and mention it on the channel, on these videos if I can. I've had some really nice comments from people, who have changed their opinion about me as a person over the course of the year, which is, you know, that's good. I'm not a bad person, I'm not a nasty person. Sometimes I think people look at me on a bowling green and they see somebody who can be quite horrible and all the rest of it off the green. That's not me. I'm quite a nice guy. I help all ladies across the road. I love my mum, and I care for animals. So I'm not maybe the person that people paint me to be, but I can't make everybody like me. I can't make anybody like me. I'm just me, and I hope that you've seen how passionate I am about bowls. I did lose my passion last year when Karen died. It just didn't seem to matter to me at all, but not being able to play it has made me see just how much I need it in my life and how much other people need it in their life. And it is important to us. I don't know about a lot of you, but most of my friends, 90% of my friends, are bowlers, and I've acquired them through bowling, and without bowling my life would be pretty empty, and I can't do with my life being empty. I need something to fill the space, so bowls it is, and I will be bowling next year if we are able to, and I've already entered the competition. So there we go. You knew I couldn't stay away. I just need to buy some bowls now. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to wish you all a Merry Christmas, and I hope you stay safe, and I hope you stay well, and I hope nothing but good things for 2021. And most of all, I hope we can get back on the greens and get back to some level of normality. and get life back to what it should be, which is hopefully a bit of fun and a bit of a laugh and good times with people that we love and care about. So I'll say goodbye. I'll see you in the new year. I'm going to take Christmas off, and thank you so much for watching. Stay safe. See you in 2021. Bye for now.